Alright guys, so today we're talking Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, specifically the DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot coming out rather soon. It's actually been unannounced, the release date of this DLC pack, but all we've been showed is like a mini teaser trailer showing that we will be getting extra content in terms of story mode where we'll have Goku facing off against the God of Destruction Beerus. Whis is also making an appearance. And with this DLC pack comes one new form for both Goku and Vegeta, their Super Saiyan God forms, the one with the red hair. And yeah, we're expecting even more DLC after this coming out, so I just wanted to talk about like what I think or what direction I think Kakarot should go in terms of DLC and just like speculations, discussion about the DLC. Hopefully this won't be a long video. I just kind of want to talk about it for a little while. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, this DLC, it has not been announced a release date, but most likely I'm assuming it's either going to come out late April or early May, possibly on Goku Day. I've seen a lot of people are speculating that we may get the Kakarot DLC and the Fighters DLC around Goku Day, which is, I believe it's like May 7th or May 4th ish. So yeah, just keep a lookout for that DLC pack. It's called A New Power Awakens Part 1, and I believe it's around $5. So yeah, not too expensive actually. I think it's a decent deal, you know. For those who have the Ultimate Edition, you guys should have this already. So yeah. Okay, so let's just talk briefly about the little A New Power Awakens Part 1. So from the screenshots we've seen, the little amount of stuff we've seen, it's looking more so like I haven't actually seen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't actually seen any evidence that this could just be them replicating the Arc and Kakarot form, because I haven't seen like the screenshots of like Goku fighting Beerus in space or anything. We actually do see Goku on Beerus's planet. It looks like they're training. You can train with Whis from the screenshots we've seen, but it doesn't look like they're replicating the movie. So I'm not sure if this DLC is just gonna give us new forms and maybe like some new supers and that's it. So like you can like curb stomp earlier enemies that you've seen in the game. Maybe it's just like that, or are we gonna get some story content with this DLC pack? So that's basically all I have to say about that. Now let's just talk about kind of like the future, like what I think could possibly be the future for this game as far as DLC goes. So obviously, you know, getting Battle of Gods characters and Goku and Vegeta with their Super Saiyan God forms, it is rather odd we get Vegeta with his Super Saiyan God form, but I like that they gave both of them their form, just get it out the way. So I think it's fairly obvious we should be getting some kind of Resurrection of F DLC pack, possibly with Goku and Vegeta's blue forms. I'd hope, like, if we are getting story content alongside this, we'll have Golden Frieza in that whole fight. Maybe they could like make Golden Frieza playable, because as far as I know, I don't think you can play as any of the villains in Fight or Kakarot, besides if you count Majin and Vegeta. But for some reason you cannot play as any of the villains, so I think that could be an interesting thing they do in Kakarot as DLC. Maybe like add the option to play as like villains, maybe have like Golden Frieza as the first one potentially, like maybe for the next pack. Or do you guys think we're just gonna get blue Vegeta and blue Goku? Because that could honestly be the most logical choice based on, you know, we're not able to play as Beerus, obviously. We just getting these Super Saiyan God forms. Also, I just want to kind of speculate, do you guys think because of this that we are not going to be getting any more Z content? Because, you know, like when I saw Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I was assuming like, okay, this game's just going to be Dragon Ball Z, and maybe as DLC they'll have like the Dragon Ball Z movies, of course, you know, that's what I thought. But, you know, Super is kind of their only selling point, the most current thing for Dragon Ball, so obviously they're going to have Super DLC, and I'm still hoping they'll have some Z DLC, but if they're continuing down the trend of Super, it's looking like we're going to eventually get the blue forms, then we're eventually going to get Ultra Instinct, hopefully both with content related to the respective arc or movie. So Resurrection of F, you'll get to fight Golden Frieza, and then maybe like a little tournament of power battle royale type, you know, like story event with Jiren and all of them, Kefla, you know, just like the whole tournament. So maybe make that like a short segment of DLC. I'm hoping that they're not just going to release forms. I feel like that would be kind of stupid. Also, I'm not sure how Ultra Instinct would work in Kakarot if they were to add him. I think they would probably add Ultra Instinct Goku and maybe like Super Saiyan Blue evolved Vegeta. If they went that route, maybe those would be the two. If they're continuing the trend of just two new additions or new forms, then that'll probably likely be it. Maybe it'll be Master Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan Blue evolved instead of like Ultra Instinct Omen or Sign. I think I would kind of much rather prefer. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we need possibly, this could be possible, have the first two DLCs be Resurrection of F and Battle of Gods, you know, the blue forms, Super Saiyan God forms, and then have maybe like, I don't know how this will work. Well, just add, I guess, Vegito, since Vegito is not playable after the game, so I've heard. Have Vegito and maybe have like a blue Vegito, and then you can cut to like the Tournament of Power and do that. What I personally wanted them to do, since this game is called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, not Dragon Ball Super Kakarot, I was expecting them to maybe like cover over like the movies. So like the first Broly movie, the second Broly movie, the cooler movies, maybe like Turles. I think that would be really cool story content. Maybe have like 4 or 5 movies a pack, you know, per DLC pack, and just have like the player playing those like little story events, and hopefully have all these characters, like the villains of the movies, be the bosses. Like imagine like fighting Harudagarn, or like with Super Saiyan 3 Goku having the Dragon Fist and all those cinematics. But that would also take a lot more time for them to do, and it seems like they kind of went the, I don't want to say lazy route, but I'm gonna just have to say lazy route, where it's looking like we're not gonna really get any cinematics. It's just gonna be purely forms for Goku and Vegeta. So if it is going to continue down this route, it's looking like it's just going to cover mostly Super, because that's kind of Dragon Ball Z's most recent iteration. So obviously they're going to try to bank off of that, because that's what's popping right now. But I do really want to see these Dragon Ball Z movies. I think seeing the Janemba movie and all of that in Kakarot would be pretty cool. But I know they're not going to be able to make these crazy cinematics like they have for some parts of this game. But having at least like have Gogeta playable, which they probably would do for just DBZ Bro or DBS Broly. If they were to do that, it'll probably just be him in the game. Not him, I mean like it'll be Blue Gogeta instead of Super Saiyan Gogeta, which I mean that's fine too. But again, why can't we get like a villain, a playable villain, like have us be able to play as Frieza and just like wander the whole world? It's looking like they are going to add new areas, like we seen Beerus's planet is going to be in the game. So I mean, I guess that's pretty hype. Hopefully we have like some enemies, random enemies sprawled around there. Hopefully it's like maybe its own little like hub, not hub world, but like exploration area, so you can like explore all around Beerus's planet. Hopefully it's not just limited, or it's not just like a battle area, but we'll just have to see. And then for Resurrection of F, have like that glacier. Was it like I think it was an island in Resurrection of F. DBS Broly, it was like a glacier area. For Tournament of Power, have the tournament, you know. Hopefully have like Kefla, Jiren, and all of them. But I can't say I'm not surprised that it's going to be Dragon Ball Super content, but I just, in the back of my mind, I was really hoping that it was just going to be solely DBZ, because the game ends with Majin Buu. I'd say it was like they either purposely left out the Super content, so like Super Saiyan God, or it was either they were going to make it as DLC or they left it out. That was my two ideas. But might as well just call it Dragon Ball Kakarot, like YZ, you know. But I guess, I don't know, that'll probably sell the game more than calling it Dragon Ball Super Kakarot or whatever. But But yeah, that's my hope for the game, is that they would add the Dragon Ball Z movies. I think that would be really dope if they had like a few movies per pack, and they just went all the way until like, was Hirudegarn like kind of like the last big movie with like Tapion and all that? I think that would be really cool. But it's looking like it's just gonna go the super route, and honestly, I mean, I guess that's okay with me. I just hope they do it right. I can't say I'm hoping for cinematics because I know it's not gonna happen, but at least just have like a big area for you to explore, because that's like the whole game is like, it's an open world Dragon Ball Z game. So hopefully this Beerus planet is not like a very limited closed space kind of area, or it's not just like a battle area. That's what I'm at least hoping for, is that you can explore around there a little bit. Also, like, make the Super Saiyan gods have like their own unique moves, like add a bunch of supers for them, obviously, and the later forms that they add, and make Vegito playable already, damn it. Like, I like Super Vegito personally better than Blue, but that's just me. Also, make the villains playable. That would be really dope. Have like Golden Frieza be playable and then Black maybe later. That'd be dope. So yeah, that's just all I really wanted to talk about. If you guys enjoyed the little discussion about the possible future for Dragon Ball Kakarot, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm heading out. In the comments below, make sure you let me know what your ideas are for the potential future of this game. Do you think it's just going to be super content? Do you think it's going to be possible DBZ movie content? What do you guys think? Also, who do you think is going to be playable in the near future? Do you think it's just going to be like the Blue Forms and Ultra Instinct, all that jazz? Or do you think we might get a villain later on? So yeah, that's been Kid Nothing, and I'm heading out, guys. Have a great one.